Kal Halayim, la Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Toda honra y alabanza a Yahweh el Padre y Yahweh Shai su Hijo.
All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
Y hoy vamos a hablar de las maldiciones sobre Israel para identificar a la gente que está en esta tabla. Historia 15. Porque estas maldiciones son para servir como identificar a la gente de Israel y los que no están sufriendo. Más que nada ellos pueden ser los dos tercios o los edomitas, porque estas naciones bíblicas todavía existen. Por ejemplo, aquí en esta tabla tenemos los nombres bíblicos y al lado tenemos los nombres que nos pusieron, los sobrenombres, para decir más mejor. ¿Correcto?
Ese es
Deuteronomio.
Deuteronomio 28 y 1. Acontecerá que si oyeres,
The first word is acontecerá.
acontecerá que si oyeres atentamente la voz de Yahweh tu Dios,
Que si oyeres atentamente la voz de Yahweh tu Dios,
y para guardar y poner por obra todos sus mandamientos que yo te prescribo hoy. También Yahweh tu Dios te exaltará sobre todas las naciones de la tierra.
a ver, es el mensaje. Acontecerá que si oyeres atentamente a la voz de Yahweh tu Dios y tu poder, Él te guardará. Pero no es así. Están quebrando las leyes. Adoran a ídolos. Esos ídolos falsos. La imagen del Señor no es imagen blanca. Él es un hombre moreno. No está en estas iglesias, no se ubica en el edificio que le dices es iglesia.
Dice, y vendrán sobre ti todas estas bendiciones y te alcanzarán si oyeres la voz de Yahweh tu Dios.
Now go all the way to 15. Si prestamos atención y de veramente nos dedicamos a la Biblia, al entendimiento de la Biblia, como dice, no como pensamos, no como piensan, como dice, literalmente, verdadmente, la verdad, pues las bendiciones vendrán, pero así no es así. Okay, give 15. So now we're going to read from 15 on to 68.
Deuteronomio 28 y 15. Pero acontecerá si no oyeres la voz de Yahweh tu Dios para procurar cumplir todos sus mandamientos y sus estatutos que yo te intimo hoy, que vendrán sobre ti todas estas maldiciones y te alcanzarán.
Todas las maldiciones que van a escuchar del libro de Deuteronomio, del capítulo 28, del versículo 15 hasta el 68, hasta el 69. Okay. Aquí nomás es el 68, pero yo tengo un libro que separa el versículo, para que vean que hay Biblias que escogen los mensajes y separan los mensajes. Read 16.
Dice, maldito serás tú en la ciudad y maldito en el campo.
Maldito serás en la ciudad y maldito serás en el campo. Esta es la ciudad. Aquí piensas que tienes derechos, pero no tienes nada de derechos. No tienes nada de derechos. El que tiene todos los derechos es el hombre blanco. Ese es el diablo. Y todas estas gentes que pasan por aquí ven y se fijan, pero no paran y no preguntan, no hacen preguntas. Pero se marcan de todos modos. They get marked anyways. They mark them themselves. Para que vean que no a todos les interesa la verdad. Go ahead.
They look surprised, huh? Like,
Yeah.
how they look, like, what's going on? Mira como que van aquí, or qué van.
Yeah. ¿Qué están haciendo aquí estos hombres? Estamos platicando como santos. La palabra santa, estamos en una conversación santa. Para que vean. No a todos les interesa esto y a los hombres blancos mucho menos. Porque ellos saben, tienen la conciencia sucia. Ellos se dan cuenta que son los culpables. Because the white man knows he's guilty. He always wants to talk about peace, peace, peace. Pero no es así porque él derrotó a la paz.
He tries to hide the past.
Uh-huh.
No quiere saber la
historia.
que él hace.
Ya quieren que no lo descubran, quieren que quede secreto, pero todas estas maldiciones aquí, porque ¿quién es el dueño de la ciudad? Esaú es el dueño de la ciudad. Él te da trabajo, él te quita el trabajo, y si tú estás aquí y su compañía de Esaú está sufriendo y tiene que dejar ir a unas personas de su compañía, estos van a ser los primeros. These are the first people to get fired. Esta gente primero que nadie más los van a considerar para quitarles su puesto y dárselo a otro que no sea de esta comunidad. Y luego si trabajas en el campo, la única manera que puedes establecerte en esta ciudad de Esaú es convertirte en un Freemason. You have to be a Freemason to make it in this society. Y te tienes que dar a Satanás. ¿Cuántas compañías están aquí derrotadas, cerradas? Porque no se ponen de acuerdo con este hombre blanco que es el diablo. Satanás existe. El Señor es un hombre negro. Los latinos, negros y gente indígena de las Américas son las 12 tribus de Israel. Man, and there's these suckers saying that the Negroes ain't Israelites. Y, Hay una bola de changos que dicen que los negros no son israelitas. Tienen que ser israelitas. Estos hombres tienen que ser israelitas porque de esta tribu salió Yahushua, de la tribu de Judá. That's retarded. So if you don't believe that the Negroes are the tribe of Judah, then what color is Yahushua? Well, what? I mean, Abba Bivens had to get woken up first. I mean, that's the tens of Judah had to get risen up first, and then Ephraim. Así se tuvo que dar. Go ahead. Read the second one.
Dice Deuteronomio
15 and 16.
28 y 16. Maldito serás tú en la ciudad y maldito en el campo.
Maldito en la ciudad y maldito en el campo. Por esas razones.
Right.
You guys are here again?
Every Saturday.
Right.
Every Saturday?
Every Saturday, preaching the truth of the Bible, telling you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Telling you guys that you're the Israelites.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what those people said over there at that church. You guys are here every week, but they don't. But they're in that church and they're hearing the lies. They love to be. Oh man, they love to be in there, huh?
Because that was a commandment.
Which church? This church or the Pentecostal?
Whatever church, any church. As long as it's not this, it's not a real church. That's a company.
Well, where's your guys' church at though?
Right here.
Right here?
These people.
Because that
Well, how
was
come you don't got your followers with you?
Well, nobody wants the truth. Nobody wants the truth. Because if I told you that if you break the laws, you're going to get killed, you'd be like, well, I don't want to hear that. But we were just reading in Deuteronomy 28 in Spanish, if you want to get it in English, because these are the curses that fell on these people, especially the Native Americans, who stole our land. They made treaty after treaty, broke those treaties, killed us, made the boys homosexuals, made the women sluts. Yes, sir. You better look that up.
Like that?
Like that. You ever seen that movie, Wounded on Bended Knee or something like that, where they had that boy in the teepee and the white man were in there? What were they doing to him? That's how the white man gets down. You didn't know that if you join his military, you sign your body away, and if he's a higher officer than you, he can have sex with you. And you better not say no.
So
That's how the Romans did it, and they're doing after the Romans
you guys are here every Saturday?
every Saturday.
because
At what time?
It's from 12 to 2.
12 to 2?
12 to 2, maybe. Sometimes when it gets warmer, we'll be out here
I'm
longer.
gonna see if I bring some of my friends over here next week.
because the
Well,
Lord
you can tell them.
No, because she's from Alexandria, Egypt.
She might be one of these people. Because we were just reading Deuteronomy 28 and 16.
because
No,
the
she's an Egyptian. She's not one. Well, I got a couple of friends that are Mexican and stuff like that, but this one's Egyptian.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. See, that's a byword. The word Egyptian means Mitzrayim, and that's from the sons of Cush. So the word Egyptian, all these words that you hear about these countries and lands, they're just made up things that the white man wants you to call. The white man wants you to call yourself these things, man. What the Puerto Ricans are called ports of riches, because that when they came to Hispaniola, they were just taking everything from these people because they said it was a port of riches.
Yeah.
Can I read the scripture
Yeah,
real
go
quick,
ahead.
please? This is Acts 17 and 24. It says, the Most High that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands. So the Lord, he's not in that temple right now, because that temple is made with hands. Okay? Now it says when 2 or 3 are gathered together more in his name, that's where his church is at.
And the church is fired up by the Holy Spirit. See, because I'm
Okay, so when you guys are next week on Saturday here from 12 to 2?
every Saturday, every week.
So I'm gonna see if I bring some of my friends over here because they have the religion, because they're from over there,
They're from
Jerusalem and Israel.
yeah, but that doesn't mean they're right. That means they have an opinion. That doesn't mean they're right.
No, the opinions are good, but they're factuals.
Well, we got facts right here. You're saying that they got facts, but we don't got facts? Because we got the facts. They don't got the facts. I'm telling you right now.
The facts,
They don't got the facts.
facts is in the Bible.
The facts are right
where
here.
the facts are.
If they're going off of what history tells them, because who controls history? The conqueror. How many books did they burn in Mexico? Man, a lot of them.
How many
All
books
of them.
did they burn in Germany during World War II?
Yeah, but we're not worried about Germany.
They
We're-
burned the whole libraries and stuff.
But that just should go to show you that they burn the history so that they can rewrite the history. Because if
No,
you don't know the
that's
past, how can you tell the future? You can't.
Bible is a history book. you
Yes,
know?
sir.
Yeah, okay. So
So if you're
next Saturday when I come from lunch, I'll bring my friends over here because they're from over there.
Yeah.
well, they're not from over here. They're from
No,
they're from the east.
they're from Jerusalem and Israel.
But that doesn't mean that they're from the tribes of Israel. See, there's a place and there's a people. We're a people, then it's a place. So
Just
it's Jerusalem and Israel are still over there, but there's not no
Just 'cause,
Israelites in
uh,
Jerusalem.
Forgive me for
Just
saying
'cause
some of
you're
that, but they're Arabic.
No, they're these. This is Jerusalem.
Just because you're born.
That's Africa.
Just
No.
because you're born in
No.
Jerusalem. Just
See?
because you were born in Jerusalem doesn't make you a Jew.
I was born
It
here.
has to run in your bloodline.
Yep.
And I wasn't born in. I was born in South Dakota, Rapid City.
So that means you're not a Californian, right?
No,
That's all
but
that means.
I was born in South Dakota, Rapid City, but I was raised over here in Ventura County by
But-
Santa Barbara.
okay, that goes to show you Hellenism. Okay, you were born over there, but you consider yourself a Californian? Because that's South Dakota and South Dakota. South Dakota is east, right? It's east. This is west. This used to be Mexico. But then the United States had war with Mexico, and they lost, and they took the land.
Say if I go make a baby in China, he's not going to be a Chinese baby. He's going to be one of mine.
Yeah.
He's going to be an Israelite.
You know, talking about that, my friend, she was born in Japan, but she's a Filipina.
Yep.
But she's been here in the United States for 5 years, and she goes to COS with me and stuff like that. And she says she really doesn't like the United States, that she wants to go back to
Of
the
course, nobody likes the United States. We're the only ones that basically like the United States because we've been taught to love. We don't know the negative side of the United States. Now, your friend's from Alexandria, right? But did you know that Alexandria in Egypt didn't exist until the Ptolemaic dynasty? So, so that
So
means
Alexander the Great took over.
exactly. So that means that those white people were brought to Egypt and bred there. So she could be an Edomite living in Egypt, or that was from Egypt, and they could be from living in this land, but from a different seed. See, these people are over here in the United States. Mostly. This is what they're known as.
Well, these people are just scattered all throughout the world.
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
And it's a diaspora.
Yeah.
That's why these
Okay, you
people,
guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring my sister with me too, next Saturday.
Why don't you just stay here and listen to the word, and then you can take that message over there and then see if they want to come. Because they might not want to come.
I could be
Yeah,
You might be telling them something, and 1 minute want them to hear something good, but they might take it the wrong way. Because
Yeah.
I know your friend from Alexandria. And if I tell her she's not an Israelite, she's gonna get mad because she was born. If she was
She
born,
probably
in Israel,
will.
Right. So I'm explaining to you. Because she thought she was born in Israel, but that doesn't make her an Israelite. We're Israelites. So you know what that means? That we're Israelites. We're princes of the power. So we're co-inheritors of the universe. So she's gonna come set tripping.
But
Right?
No, she'd be like me. She'll stay here and stand with us and stuff like that, and
In
she'll
order-
just listen. But
in order for us to find out if she's an Israelite, we have to test her spirit.
And we can't even be teaching women. You know
she's,
why?
She's Christianity.
Well, that's good for,
Yeah.
but we can't teach women unless there are women. So if you bring that woman and she's of age, you might want to set her up with this brother because he needs a woman, and that's the only way we can teach women.
Because the scriptures tell you that your husband has.
She's the one that gave me this.
That's the T of Tammuz. That's the T of Tammuz.
That's an idol.
But she's-
That's an idol right there. That's idol worship.
And with that, you know what you're doing?
No, she's the one that gave me it because she's Christianity.
Yeah,
You know, the Christians don't want to get rid of them all the time.
yeah. The real Christians, because there were these people: Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. That's Benjamin, Levi, and Judah. That's why they got rid of them, because if you go back to the history, transatlantic slave trade, these people were brought over here from Africa. Now this part of Africa is where Jerusalem and Israel migrated. Remember when the Lord was on the scene, Rome was tearing down Jerusalem because they were having uprisings, they were having wars, they were having their sect called the Sicarii, which was the first murderers. They're thieves and murderers. But you know, they had to move. So they moved to Africa because a lot of people in Africa look like Negroes. Well, you don't have to. And if you could see somebody that's from Africa, they don't act like people that are from the United States, so-called Negroes. They're different. There's a big difference. There's a difference in the spirit. Like if some music was playing, I bet you could probably dance to it. But you could tell somebody that's not in the spirit. Because have you ever been to a powwow and you try to see those, you know what a $5 Indian is? Oh, is a white man basically that bought his right to be a Native American for $5 back in the 1800s. Those dudes can't dance. They don't got the spirit. Right? Have you ever seen somebody try to dance that doesn't know how to dance?
One person, no. But us, like Native Americans, yes.
Because we got the spirit. We got the spirit of a warrior.
They don't. They just want to assume they have the spirit.
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying. So, I don't want to offend your friend, especially because she was born here, and there's something called cognitive dissonance.
You know, because my sister's named Dolores Cordova, she's very outspoken. She, when I bring her with me, she wants to explain everything.
We will too, but does she have a husband? Because if she has a husband and sons, then that's the only way we can teach her.
Her husband passed away.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, maybe she can be.
Okay, guys. Okay, so I'm just saying, next Saturday after I come from lunch and so with that, my sister, I'm gonna bring her and the one from Egypt, and my other one from the Philippines, because she lives right here in Hanford too. Yeah, this is my second time seeing you guys right here.
Yeah, we're here every Saturday.
Yes. Every Saturday?
Yeah, teaching everybody
From
the truth.
12 to 2?
12 to 2.
All right, you guys.
Let me read the scripture for you real quick.
All right, then that's good.
It's all cool though.
Ye shall, this is
All right.
Leviticus
Peace out.
26.
And what's this camera here? We guys taking pictures or what?
Ye
Oh,
shall
we're
make
taking
no
my picture?
idols, nor
No, that's for
graven
YouTube.
image.
Oh,
Go ahead,
okay.
read that again.
Ye shall make no idols, nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image or stone in your land to bow down unto it.
That's basically that cross, the Tia Tammuz. See, it all takes knowledge and understanding. That's why those people over there don't want to come out and talk to us. Because
Really?
there's preachers telling them, don't go over there. But if they did come over here, they'd go back and be mad at that pastor. Because that pastor's lying. They don't know who the devil is. The devil is a so-called white man.
Yeah.
Right? Because all you have to do is go back into the history. Look what he did to the Native Americans.
That's why I don't see those scary movies anymore.
The
It
scariest
makes,
movie-
it makes me have nightmares and stuff.
Well, those are demons manipulating your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're all controlled by powers and principalities. So that's what you battle every day. Because I was sick for the past 2 days, and I should have been sick today, but the Spirit made me feel good, so I can come out here and teach the truth. So, you know, and I can breathe deep. Before these 2 days, I couldn't breathe deep.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you pray to the Quran?
No.
No?
Come on, this is the
No,
Bible.
I'm just saying
Well,
because the school that I go to, Westwood College in Lemoore, and I go to see what, but then last week they told us about, we had a study about 30 days in Islam. And they were, that's part of the class thing, I don't know. That's what I said. I said that to myself, why?
Because you know those people are Ishmaelites. Those people were the ones that enslaved these people, and then sold them off to the white man. So they're gonna have to pay. They're gonna be our slaves. The white man's gonna be our
That's
slave.
why I tried to tell my instructor, why do we have to, study
Yeah.
this? And she wanted the report done after class, and she wanted us to put it right there on her table.
And it doesn't make you feel like it's pertinent to what you're studying, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but because they want you to feel like to accept everybody else's way of
Yeah,
being.
because I asked her, well, I didn't ask her. I told my friend, because you have to be in the groups and something. This doesn't pertain to what this class is all about. This is Education 5. Why do we have to do this? And she heard me. She goes, Michael, this is part of the class procedure and stuff like that. You have to do, if you want to pass this class with an A, you have to go to the, I go, okay.
Well, here's a little bit about the Quran. In 622 AD, some priests wrote it so that they could have the what's it called? Ishmaelites could have it and they could follow it. But in the Quran it says to enslave people, which they did. It says to kill and be killed, which they do. That's why the Middle East is so messed up. It's it's a shithole.
Exactly.
And it's because of those people. Now, the Albert Pike, and this is all going to help you get an A. The Albert Pike letters explains everything. Like it says, you know, and he's a Freemason, and there's a Mason building over there. So this guy was like, hey, we gotta continue with the plan and have this World War III be a holy war, because that's what's going on right now. They're over there trying to fight for Jerusalem and Israel, and there's not supposed to be any homosexuals in Israel, but there's a bunch of homosexuals in Israel.
That is awful what that happened over. Well, I read part of the Bible, not all of it though.
That's all right. You see, you have a connection to it.
And then when we went to class for Human Services 101 in COS in Visalia, he told us to put our names on a paper. And he told us to put a name that if we were to be females, what name would you prefer? Me, my girlfriend, Teresa. I put that S on.
Yeah.
And then the guy behind me, he put Jezebel.
Oh, that's.
And then the girl told her, you know who she was? You know, I go, well, I'll tell you who she was. She was a prostitute in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Jezebel.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah,
sorry to say that.
No. See, that's the thing. You can say that. You can speak like that. There's no problem speaking like that. I mean, that you're not gonna get that in that church. They're gonna be like, shh.
Because they tell you that cursing is, you know, bad words, but cursing is really praying to the Most High to bring evil upon somebody.
And he has demons and angels that want to do his work.
So you could say bad words, like.
But you know, they're not really bad. They're just rude speech. And Paul said it himself. Although I be rude in speech, I lack not therefore in knowledge. So you can say whatever you feel like saying and help you express. I understand your expression. See?
Well, the freedom of speech.
Yeah, exactly. But back then, there wasn't a freedom of speech because the apostles were preaching in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and they were told not to do it. That's why this name is so important.
Because I know some girls that I talk to at school and stuff like that, they don't cuss. But this one girl that I met, she was saying this and that. She was overdoing it, you know?
Some girls just like to do whatever they want to do. Some girls feel like they don't have to respect anybody or anyone. And that's basically what the white man did.
So you mean if I was to go into that church right now, they'll throw me out?
No, I mean, I don't know what they'll do. But you can go over there and have a conversation with that pastor, but he's just going to get upset. He's going to be saying,
No, if you go over there, they're going to accept anything that you do.
Yeah, they're going to accept anything.
If you're a homosexual, they're going to accept it. Okay?
They're going to be happy for you.
Homosexual?
They're going to tell you that it's okay to be a homosexual.
But they will accept it.
But if you come here, we're going to tell you the truth, that it is not okay, that you are to
No, it's not. I don't see. Okay, look at. Well, oh God, next Saturday. Okay, I have a couple of friends in Visalia, and 2 guys and like 5 girls. They're lesbian. They're moonflowers.
All right.
And she goes, "You don't accept us the way we are." I go, "You know what? That's
Want to
not
get
right."
1 Corinthians 6 and 9?
I said, "You know, that's not right. If
No,
God
it's not.
wanted us to be with the man, he wouldn't do that." I go, "Why are you with this person?
Yeah.
Why are you with the man?"
You know you're supposed.
I don't know, but you know,
We're supposed to
I
have
don't
many
like that.
wives. We're supposed to have many wives and plenty of children. That's why over there on the reservation, I got some friends that have tons of kids, like 9, 8 kids, and I'm like, man, I wish I had those kids. How many? Do you have any grandkids?
My instructor, yeah.
That's beautiful.
My instructor at COS, he's a homo.
Oh man. Well, that's bad.
And I go, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna take the class because I need the class.
That's why.
But otherwise than that, after this, I don't want to be in this class anymore.
Exactly. Go ahead and get that.
He told me he was a homo.
1 Corinthians 6 and 9, know you not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind.
Now that word abusers of themselves with mankind, it goes back to the word homosexuality in the Greek.
Yeah. Homosexuality, I don't know why people do that.
Because they're
I mean,
they're
is
not
it,
possessed
they
by
were
demons.
born with it, or
Well,
I mean,
actually, the white man is the first one to do that. And you. Excuse me.
I don't know why they do that. I mean,
Because
I don't know.
in the 700s AD, there was a tribe of Bagyars and Uyars and Magyars, which consist of the Kazakhstan. I mean, not Kazakhstan, Khazars. Now, those people converted to Judaism because they either were going to go to Christianity, but they couldn't do the stuff that they used to do, or they couldn't go to Islam because they had to be real strict. So they chose Judaism, and they created something called the Talmud, which in the Talmud has nothing to do with the Bible, and it says it's okay for them to have sex with boys that don't have facial hair.
It was okay
For them.
For them.
Mm-hmm. But we
Why
know
would they say something like that? I mean,
because they're the devil. They're the so-called Satan. You want to get that scripture where it says the great serpent?
you mean saying? You mean Beelzebub?
Yeah, he's the one that's profane. He's outside the temple.
So you have everything highlighted, huh?
Yeah, there's different topics that go into like this part is a different topic. This is a different topic. And that all has history.
Oh, I have this book right here.
The Holy Bible. Yep, that's good.
I have this one.
Well, you can bring it next time you come. Have it with you all the time.
Yeah, but I have that one.
1611.
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
got it from school.
That's good. Yeah, see, that's good. And that's good that you're interested in. See, if you were in that church, they'll be like, no, you let me read it to you. You let me read it
Because
to
I
you.
know like different churches, they have different Bibles.
Yeah, they do. The Jehovah's Witnesses have the Jehovah, but it has a lot of information in it. But they're using the wrong name. And then the Catholic Church has an abundance of information, but they want to be called. They want to call the priest father. And that's the Bible says, don't call no man father.
Can I say this? Okay, the Gateway Church that I go to in Bashana is Christianity. They told me, over here in St. Bridget's, right here, it's Catholic.
Yeah, I know that.
They told me not to go to that church.
Well, you can,
Why would that? Why would they say that?
because they're gonna say something against the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church is really the home of pedophiles. I mean,
Yeah, that's because I heard about them. They're,
Yeah.
The DOCs, they're known for, what do you call that? Molesting people.
Yeah, pedophiles.
Molesting people.
Molesting-
Well, you know, kids.
Yeah. So there's still people, but when that happens, they get all fucked up in the head, and then they start doing things like continuing homosexuality. It's because they get so
Yeah,
messed up.
there
in the
you
head.
go. Because I heard about that.
Mhm.
It comes out in the paper here in Hanford and Bicep all the time. In Los Angeles too.
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
And they're making a lot of TV for movies for TVs about pedophiles in the government and this and that, and it just makes you want to, boom, finish it. But that thing, all those things have to happen so that you can believe, hey man, the Bible is the truth, because the Catholic Church doesn't want you to read the Bible for yourself, because the Bible tells you not to call no man father, and that's against one of their cardinals.